Malzberg Show. The NFL season is almost upon us. Of course, the final preseason games will take place this week and this weekend. Michael Sam, the first openly gay NFL draft pick, actually. Remember, he came out after college, then he got drafted by St. Louis. And, he's had a very good preseason, to be quite honest. He's got a bunch of sacks. He sacked Johnny Football twice the other day. However, a lot of his success has come against second and third string opponents, because that's what happens in a football game in the preseason. You play your first string for a little while, then the second and third strings take over. It just so happens that his position of defensive lineman, the St. Louis Rams are stacked. And I'm reading here from Yahoo Sports, and the headline is, first openly gay NFL draftee Michael Sam may not make the team. He may not make the team. What do you think is going to happen if Michael Sam doesn't make the team? Now, here's a guy who goes around and has said, from the beginning, he doesn't want to be known as the gay football player. He doesn't want to be known as the gay, NFL draft pick. Yet, he made it clear from his first press conference, wearing the rainbow pin, touting the fact that he's gay, having that remember he got drafted, him and his boyfriend were there, and they put cake in each other's mouths like a wedding cake, and they kissed on the mouth, and they made sure ESPN's cameras were there. And of course he wants to be known as the gay football player. He absolutely wants to be known as the gay football player. And I find it remarkable that his jersey was the, top-selling jersey, or behind Johnny Football, number 2 or number 3. Pardon me for being a skeptic. I don't know. Who is buying this football jersey? Who's buying the football jersey? I just have a question. Was it bought in bulk? Sometimes books, they become bestsellers because liberal groups will buy a liberal book, conservative groups will buy bulk of a conservative book. Was that what happened with Michael Sam's jersey? I don't know. I'm just asking a question. Point is, if he doesn't make the team, if he's cut and doesn't make the team, there's going to be, you're going to see, this will be the focal point of CNN and MSNBC and the news, and he didn't make it because he's gay, and NFL has an anti-gay culture. They're going to blame it on that. You mark my words. I am a good predictor when it comes to these things. I got the feel for it. I know what's going to happen. So whether he makes it or not, I don't know. The NFL has to get down the rosters to 75 by Tuesday, and then they get down to the final roster by the end of the week. So we shall see. All right, folks, we will be back with syndicated columnist and chairman of the Center for Equal Opportunity, Linda Chavez. But first, this hour's American Moment, we take a look back at the first moon landing. Don't miss this one.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal, before this decade is out, of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the earth.
In 1961, newly elected President John Fitzgerald Kennedy announced to the Congress and to all of mankind America's intention to send man to the moon. Previously restricted to the realm of science fiction, the president's commitment set in motion an unprecedented effort to fulfill one of man's oldest dreams. The obstacles were monumental, not the least of which was to create an energy source capable of sending a manned spacecraft to the moon. The answer stood 363 feet tall and delivered 8 million pounds of thrust, making the Saturn V the most powerful rocket ever built. On July 20th, 1969, Apollo 11, carrying astronauts Neil Armstrong, Michael Collins, and Edwin Buzz Aldrin, circled the moon until Armstrong and Aldrin entered the lunar module and readied themselves for their historic landing. With just 20 seconds of fuel left, disaster was narrowly averted when Armstrong had to manually fly the Eagle away from unexpected boulders to a smoother and less dangerous landing zone. Although the imagery was poor, Neil Armstrong's words came through loud and clear.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
However, the flight was not without controversy. Buzz Aldrin, a devout Christian, administered himself communion on the moon. Since NASA was already fighting a lawsuit from atheist Madalyn Murray O'Hair, who objected to the earlier Apollo 8 crew reading from the book of Genesis, Aldrin's communion was kept a secret from the public. Not so secret was the plaque bolted to the descent ladder on the lunar module. It was left on the moon to greet future visitors and reads, "We came in peace for all mankind." For Newsmax TV, I'm Bill Curtis, and this is an American Moment.